13 and 14, but you're not allowed to watch porn until you're 18. Who made those laws and why? That is the question. The question is, who made the laws and why? These are people that were trying to rule and regulate and manipulate a situation for themselves. And so when we have the mind of our own mind, we can think and look at things clearly. By nature says a woman is sexually mature at the age at puberty, a year after puberty. A year after puberty, then the woman starts ovulating. As soon as a female starts ovulating, a female human, she is ready for sexual activity.
Mind you, the age of puberty.
A year after puberty, then the woman starts ovulating. As soon as a female starts ovulating, a female human, she is ready for sexual activity because she's ovulating. Now, society has said no, she's not ready till 4 or 5 years later after she's already been ovulating. And probably in this time, and actually probably having sexual encounters, fucking her cousins, fucking her brothers, sisters, whatever she's been doing to exercise her sexual energy in her.
He means rape and molestation? Mm-hmm.
What's educated her about. And we live in that kind of society where we're all uneducated about our sexuality and don't know anything about it. But the truth about the matter is this, and the gods understand this. The gods understand that nature rules. But you're not living in the world. You're living in the world where they say...
Mind you, Rambo, who a lot of you guys still follow, also said that he believes at the age of 9 years old, a girl should be able to be sexually active.
16 is the age. Can anybody tell me why 16 is the age? There's no logical meaning behind 16 being the age of consent, but that's what's normal. And because that's what's normal, we figure that's the rules. And you're a pedophile if you do this or you look at a woman at this age. But on the east of the world, humans live a lot different. They do things a lot different. By nature, a female is sexually mature after she has started ovulating, which is a year after she has her puberty. Once puberty comes, a year after that, she starts ovulating. Some women even earlier. Black women especially earlier because we have the best woman. The earlier, the more children a woman can have. You want to get it earlier because the more children she can have. Wow. Now, this is by nature, but you don't live in the natural world. You live in a design. You live in the world of your oppressor, which was normal to you. Normal? Because that's not normal to you, it does not mean that that's not what is right and what is natural. Natural is not normal.
Now,
but if you look at inside...
This is the guy that keeps getting passes. Okay? This is the guy that keeps getting passes. This is the guy that somehow, some way, people continue to make him somewhat okay. This guy.
Scientifically, then you can see how we're being programmed, farmed, and controlled by our population being controlled. And, when you look at it for what it is what it is. Me, myself, I know the game. So I don't deal with women unless they're 18 or older. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know the deal I know the laws, I know the game. This is a virtual game. You have to play by the rules so that you understand. But you have to understand that the rules were set up by men and men that had an agenda to make sure that they stayed on top and you stayed where you're the fuck at. Okay? And so these laws are set. You know what I'm saying? So that, boom, that you stay on the bottom and they stay on the top. When you say 18,
what does that have to do with oppression?
As a kid, what you're saying is 18 is a kid in that society because you limit your children in their educational fields. You limit them. They have designed this schooling.
So Panama got hot on them a few days ago. And the current word is that they are about to be deported. I don't have any confirmation on that, but looks like they may be. Look at that big old home up on a mountain. Totally isolated. But the whole time when Joy was telling them to leave her alone so she could leave, Musa, we got neighbors. Where? High privacy. So they ran a paper on them. And it looks like they're because that's usually what they do with cult members. Deport them back to from which they originated. So you can slow down and pause this if you want to read it. So basically, puberty is the period during which growing boys and girls undergo the process of sexual maturation. It involves a series of physical stages or steps that lead to the achievement of fertility and the development of so-called secondary sex. Characteristics: the physical features associated with the adult males and females, such as the growth of pubic hair. Now, listen, puberty is something that takes years to fully develop. Just because they are beginning the process, it does not mean that that child is of a good, sound mind and body, or even physically able to handle the actual act of sex, especially when it's with an adult much older than them. So it says the onset of puberty varies among individuals, and it usually occurs in girls between the ages of 10 and 14, while boys, it generally occurs later, 12 and 16. So it says African American girls' puberty begins earlier at about age 9. And that's where they get that magical number 9 from. Anybody with common sense knows that a child anywhere between 9 and 16 is not ready to be having sex with no adult or having babies, although it happens. But it usually happens by way of dysfunction. It happens by way of molestation or rape. Coercion. The body is going through years of changes and stages to prepare for this. And good job to everybody who posts a lot of stuff about them, who stay on their necks. If it wasn't for so many people staying on their necks, they wouldn't keep getting deported, getting in trouble, and all of these things. And, you know, a lot of people may have things to say about people who cover Carbonnation, who harass Carbonnation, and things of that sort. But just imagine, based upon what you just heard this dude say, imagine if nobody bothered them, or they weren't bothered so much. Imagine if there was no heat on Carbonnation. You know how many children they would have as mates? You know how much other stuff they would be doing? Just imagine. Just imagine. Okay?
And we need to make this shit go viral. Right now, I'm not getting out this fucking van. I will die for this. I'm letting y'all know I'm going to die tonight for this shit right here. And if anybody is not with me, I don't care. I'm not getting off this bus. I'm not. For human rights, real humans, you are not a social security number, Perfection. You are a human being, breathing water. You are 70% water. You belong to the earth. And all we try to do here is live in harmony with the earth. Why are they bothering us? They have captured us. They have kidnapped us. And we will not have it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They gotta come get me right now, bro. Everybody's from age here. You can't. Right? Because of our neighbor.
This is that you heard. He used that message to lure you into the rest of his sick, his sick plans, his sickness.
Let's get it. Truly is. You should be glad you met somebody smarter than you and utilize that. Why would you ever want that out of
This is
your life?
not supposed to be about this. Like, I don't want to have this conversation.
You found people smarter
Listen,
than you
Chief, I don't.
that can help you think through your moments, and you're being so stubborn right now in this moment instead of doing
Because,
the work.
okay,
You're not doing the
it's like how you want people to support you and just go with what you say.
No, that's not
Right.
true. That is not fucking true.
Or whatever, you want them to bring the facts, but whatever decision you make at the end of the day, whatever decision you make at the end of the day, you want them to rock
No,
with
I
that.
don't. I don't like nobody. I want to be right.
Okay.
I don't want to be.
You just said that yesterday.
No.
You said, I think that's dope.
What?
That they gonna rock with me no matter what.
No.
They gonna shoot. They gonna go with what I say no matter what. Like, you literally just
You all
said.
sit down and pull up facts, because I came to y'all and brought it up. We all pull up facts, and everybody's like, cool. Yeah, I already told you I'm not going to be loyal to no dumb shit.
Okay, I'm not even. You've already showed what you don't like.
I think we're moving toward
I think I see it go because I don't want to be a part of it. Listen, I don't want to be a part of the group. I don't want to be a part of Carbonnation. What is?
Listen, this is what I'm saying. When you say you don't want to be a part of the group, you're not speaking in any higher self. Because if you're speaking to higher self, that group would represent something within you that you don't want to be a part of anymore. What I'm asking you for is reason.
I've already given my reason.
Subjectivity. You're giving me subjectivity. I'm asking you for objectivity.
Just like you saw her views as subjective before she left.
No,
I
was listening to her.
Okay.
She was trying to tell me something.
Right, and then you was arguing her down, asking her for the reasons.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No. But she was trying to tell me something. She didn't want to be in polygamy. As far as why polygamy wasn't working, that's different. You're not even telling me no reason in what you want to do. Like, there's no reason in what you're doing. You're not giving no sound reason. You're getting upset because the universe is literally forcing you to think this all the way through before you make an irrational decision that affects your husband, your soulmate, your twin flame, and your daughter, and yourself in the long run. In the long run.
Yeah.
You're not.
She don't have to give him reasons. She don't have to give him reasons. That's kind of like telling the teacher, I don't feel good, I want to go home. And the teacher saying, you got to give me a good enough reason why you want to leave. Because I don't feel good is not good enough. I think you're just trying to get out of this. She's not a child and she's not in school. She won't out, then that's all she needs to say. And he needs to respect it.
You're thinking about this moment. I want to seize this moment because I'm fucking full of my little arrogance. But this is a moment that you need to be thinking about that's going to extend bigger and longer than it's going to have consequences for what you're doing. And I look, right now, I don't need your money. You know I don't. So I'm telling you right now, this is out of love. Period.
Okay, I don't want to do this.
Okay, you keep saying that, but I'm telling you that you should.
I did already.
I understand.
I keep telling you that I did.
I respect your mind. I respect your mind enough to come in here and ask you why. I'm not just going to note you out to be mentally ill. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually listen to your mind because your mind might be telling me something. And you might have something to teach me before you leave. And I'm like, at this point, I'm in a very open place to learn. So if you're saying that something is wrong here and I'm willing to change it, and you're not willing to stay and say, like, yo, he's willing to grow, though. He's not a leader that's not willing to listen to me. It's foul. It's fucked up. Because I'm actually like here, like, yo, what's up? What can I do better? Like, let me know. Like, I'm willing to change, and I'll show you that. It's foul. It's deplorable for you to do that. It's deplorable for you to see me willing to grow here and not talk about.
Why does it have to be that something's wrong here?
What I'm saying is that
why do we have to do
wherever you're trying to go, wherever you're trying to be, that could be here. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to grow with that. It's not like I'm over here saying no to whatever you're saying. I'm saying that you can create that here with your love, with your daughter. You don't have to go try to create that somewhere else. That this can be created here. It's all I'm saying.
That's the thing. It is being created, and no matter what, if they being fake or whatever, you still have to be you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you have to be a leader.
Worry about them. Like, you on your own.
You're the one that's supposed to set the trend and be like, no, and then everybody else supposed to get confidence off of you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're the one that's supposed to change things. Like, nah, I did not change certain things. You know what I'm saying? In the moment.
See, people in the comments keep saying they just want her money. It's deeper than that. Excuse me. He wants a following. Okay. He wants control. He wants power over your mind, your body, your decisions. Having her, who is a dedicated member, who has been there long, because they got money. I mean, do you not see where they keep staying and they can just up and move and leave and be good anytime? Okay? Every month, every contribution counts, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Having her leave is a huge problem for them. That's a long-term member who was willing to leave her child's father to get out of there. So that's telling people something definitely got to be wrong. Also, she may talk, which can help bring them down. She's been there for a minute. She's seen and done a lot. It doesn't help them continue to have control over other people if he got long-term members leaving.
Period. But it was in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what it is. It was in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're supposed to be here and be like, no, y'all being phony. Like, you need to stop doing this. You know, how do you really feel? Like, and make these people like bring that to the table. Bring that element to the table. And that's what you're supposed to bring to the table instead of running. Where you running? Where are you running? You can't run from you. This is you. You deal with this shit. You fix it. You don't run from it. It's what I'm saying to you. This is your life. First of all, you have to realize this is my life. This is what I created with my thoughts. This is me. I can't run away from me. I created this. My thinking has created this. No matter where I go, I'm going to create this in some kind of form. So while I'm running, I'm going to create this eventually. Without the love of my life, without my daughter having it all. That's just key.
Right.
You know, the universe will make you pregnant with this man for no reason. It's key. And then the universe makes you sign out. You have to sign out for the that shit is for you to sit and think before you do it. It's just something critical.
It was like, I feel like that also happened for me to trust my intuition. Because when I saw that, I wasn't going to come back.
Right, so what I'm saying to you is...
But I didn't trust my intuition. I listened to him.
You didn't communicate.
No, I didn't. When I saw that, I was like, I should stay my ass here. But that I had to sign out. Because he signed out the first time.
Oh, that's another perspective. That's another way to look at it. What I'm telling you is...
Every way to look at
why
everything.
do you think it's okay to snatch new beer from old farm?
I don't think it's okay. That's not something I want to do. He wants to stay here. He wants to stay here. I do not.
Right.
So that is the option.
You is that you take a second look at what you're saying when you say you don't want to be here. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that you take a second look and fight for your family and get reason and fight for your family. That's all I'm saying. It's worth it. And the universe is making you do it through the signing of the papers. The signing of the papers is to make you, to keep the family together, to think about what you're doing before you do it.
Now he's telling her the fact that she needs the father to sign the papers allowing her to take the baby out of the country is a sign for her to think about what she's doing and not do it. But if we were in Babylon, and that was the case, which it has been, and he spoke on this, even concerning his own children. Then it's the system and XYZ. They want to break up the black families. They want to take the power from the black man and all this stuff.
It shouldn't be this easy for you to separate your family.
It's like taking everything for granted.
It should be.
But it's easy for him. And he tells everybody it should be easy for you to walk away from your attachments if your children and or the mothers are not, or fathers aren't okay with your decision making, aka your decisions to go into the cult.
It should be like, let me talk this through and make this. It should be like, yo, there's no changing these people. I can't be here. Oh my God, they don't want to grow. These people are stagnant. They're stagnating me. They're slowing me down. None of that's happening. Your leader is literally asking you, what can I do better? And that is just not good enough for you.
You want to know what you can do better?
Yes. That's what I ask on a regular basis. I'm asking the whole universe, tell me, what can I do better? And sit down. Am I not all day? I'm apologizing, growing. I'm asking the universe, what can I do better? I want to win. If you have the winning tools, change and let's tell me.
When I think about everything, I'll give that to you what you can do better. Yeah, okay. Yes, you said that you're open to knowing.
But not to say it,
yes.
But I have shown.
Yes, you've shown it. That's why you've shown growth.
There couldn't be a problem here then. There can't be a problem because you're able
I said, why are you, listen.
Because you're able to change it.
I pretty much feel like we change everything we need to believe, and there's no problem. Everything else is growth within your own astrological program.
We are becoming and we're growing and we are something developing, and you're walking away from something that you helped build. You helped build this. I'll be damned if we succeed and you look back and you say, damn, I built that. I was a part of that. I was a part of that development. I'll be damned if you look back and be like, damn, my place is there. And they were going to win regardless. They wouldn't win because we had everything it took to win. Because we had certain elements.
See, y'all keep saying it's about the money, but you hear him. She's an OG. She's an original member. It's a bad look for one of the original members who left and then came back and had her baby there to be willing to walk away after she spent so much time yelling at everybody, telling everybody that this is the way. It makes them so much weaker and they lose so much credibility. So much. But she's wising up. There's no way that this cult is going to be long lasting. There's no way it's going to succeed. And that is thanks to all the people who ride them. Because nobody else is going to do it. Every last troll has purpose. And it has contributed to constantly stand on their necks. Every last one. All the heat they needed and then some. It's up to the people to let the world know we're not okay with this and we're not having it. And that goes with anything, not just carbonation. Anything. The same way you can come together for carbonation is the same way you can come together for all kind of other stuff that's happening in this world. Now you think about what you're able to achieve every time you come together and get them kicked out of here, kicked out of that, get the government on their necks. You can do that for anything else as well.
Certain laws, certain things that were in place that we're set to win. We're going to win regardless. But I'll be damned if you walk away from something that you built the infrastructure of. To do what? Go build another one and walk away from that shit too and shit get hard or shit don't look your way? Because if you can walk away from this man right here in this moment, then there's nothing else that you can build that will be successful. intelligent man I know. You could walk from this man, something is literally wrong with you. If you could break that little girl, that precious little girl from my father, bro, then something is demonically wrong with you. Period.
Then something must be demonically wrong with her child's father, because he walked away of 2 little ones of his own to go join that cult.
You helped build this. This is us. This is you.
He sound like Ike Turner. You ain't gonna be nothing without me. He just literally told her everything else she tried to do is gonna fail because she walked away from him.
You right here. You don't go this far and building it as it's developing and walk away from it. Only to do the same thing over somewhere else. Doesn't make no sense without the love of your life, without a father. It's just crazy. It don't make no sense. That's why the universe is making you slow down. Making you have to sign a paper for them to even do it. You have to slow down and think how to break this family. How you gonna break the family in something you built? This is your world. You living in your mind, your decisions. That don't change because you leave here. It don't. Don't people over there don't understand what you understand over here. This is your family. You gotta grow with us. You have to make it work. You can't run every time things don't go your way. You have to stay down. You have to work. You have to do the work. You don't want to work. You want things to just fall in place.
It's not a marriage. She don't owe you nothing. She's done.
No. You have to put in work. You have to make it happen. You God. You're supposed to make it happen. You don't give up so easy. Throw everything away so easy. What kind of Capricorn are you? Who gives up so easy when things seem to be, yo, that's a bad trait. You never have anything in life like that. I don't care where you go. No matter.
Somebody said they're literally doing nothing over there. And that's something for y'all to think about. What is their purpose besides manipulation? The only thing that's happening within Carbonnation is him being able to live his dreams and fulfill his desires. That's the purpose.
When you go there, you are. You never have anything. As soon as you build it, you start feeling everything's going, oh, how do you want this? And run away. What are you doing? You built a family here. You're locked in. You're locked into what you're doing. The universe locked you in. You cannot give up. We came too far for you to give everything up and run away from it. Out of fear. It's fear.
If I was to stay, me and you wouldn't be together anyway.
Yes, you would.
No, we wouldn't.
This man is the only man for you in life, period. You take it for granted. You take for granted the universe gave you this man.
No, I won't take
Perfectly customized for your debilitations. Perfectly customized for you. Just for you, and then gave you a beautiful baby. Just to top it off. Just to see if you would do the right thing. For you to destroy it.
What she just said is very important. She said if she was to stay, him and her wouldn't be together anyway. And the way she said it makes me feel like it's because of her choice. So that means she no longer wants to be with him. Once a woman is no longer attracted to a dude, she no longer likes him, she no longer wants him, she no longer respects him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
You deserve exactly what you're going to get. It's crazy because you're given the chance, not only are you given the chance to run your thoughts through a person that's maybe just as smart as you or just things, people around you, not going to utilize them, fine. That's your debilitation. You're not utilizing your environment because the way you think about these people is a low vibration. People are actually people up there. There's a lot of talent here. There's a lot of gifts here.
That's a fact.
There's a lot of things here that can be developed and need your help to develop it. Period. Whatever you're feeling that ain't here, it's because you ain't put it here. Period. And ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody saying that we ain't open to learn. Ain't everybody saying, what's up, what you want to do? We want to change. What's up? Bring it up. Arguing. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is communication that you don't want to put in that work. You don't want to put in the work. You want to say, oh, I was already thinking that.
He said, I know this fool mouth is dry.
What's wrong with you? No, you never came and argued. You never came and said, yo, this is what needs to be done. You don't want to put in the work it takes to be great, but you want greatness. How can you want greatness and you don't put in the work? And every time something bad happens or something that pops up that appears to be fear, you You run. You build this. We're moving. We're expanding at this point. This is the symbol. We're expanding.
When they sat in that circle and they asked everybody how did they feel about her being back, when they got the joy, I distinctively remember, and that video's on my page, I remember it was hard for her to say positive affirmations. And it looked to me like she was about to say, you know, how she really felt. And you could see the stink and disgust in her face. You could. It was really hard for her to fake like she was cool, you know, with her being back. That was a real problem for her. It was.
And you're going to leave in the middle of the process. This is crazy. It's crazy. This is your life. It's not your dad's, not your mom's. It's your life. This is your life. You running back to your mom and dad is some weak shit. It's weak because you want to have to live your life eventually anyway. This your life. This that day life.
That's the abuser talking. Abuser talking. Telling her to going back to the starting point to start over is weak. No, it's not weak. It's showing a lot of strength that she's willing to humble herself to start over, because, you know, a lot of people don't want to face that. They don't want other people to see them to have to go back and start over, or that it failed. You know, I fussed for this, I fought for this, I believed in this, I told you off for this, I cut you off for this. But that girl was telling him, Nubian, that, you know, he constantly is not speaking up. He's constantly not saying things about what's going on. And so think about all the things that she is fed up about, all the things that constantly go on. And she watches how he allows it. He's okay with it. And the lack of respect towards women, the things that happen to the women, and anything that can and probably has happened to her. And her old man is okay with it. She's done.
They had their life. You live your life. You keep running back to them as they can.
This dude just ain't paying attention when the woman's fed up. It's not no 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It's not no things ain't going her way. It's that she done took it and took it and took it and took it and took it, and all that stuff done added up, and this is it.
Help you with something. They can't help you. They just gonna be like, okay, what you gonna do? It's like a pit stop. I'm like, okay. So now what you gonna do? You gonna live your life, and in your life there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be issues. We give you the remedy in the environment.
Joy might end up writing a book one day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, she's not equating her emotions. She's not even thinking about her own emotional self. She's not even thinking about her emotions. She's not even thinking about the 2 main things here that she should be. That should catch her. It shouldn't be nothing else but her love for you and her love for her daughter and that love for her father. Those are the 2 main things that she should be thinking of. That's it. Everything else is really irrelevant. Because everything else, it falls into some kind of opinion that she needs to communicate through and talk to people. And she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to have a relationship with her environment. No matter where she goes, she isolates herself to a little bubble and doesn't utilize her environment. Because she's stuck in her ego. She thinks she's separate from her reality. She doesn't utilize her reality. She's not going to see everyone as separation as an illusion. She doesn't apply that to her life. She's going to sit in her little bubble. And what she's going to do, she's going to act like I'm separate from my environment. Not that my environment is trying to teach me something. Not my environment is trying to sell me something. It's not trying to teach me something. I'm not supposed to grow through this environment. No, I'm supposed to walk away and run from this environment like I'm not going to recreate the same circumstances that's right here. Where can you go? Where can you run where you're not going to have the same circumstances eventually develop themselves right in front of you? And every time you're going to run, because that's where, you know where your Capricorn, you know where your South Node is at and fucking Aries. But this is what you're doing. You're taking your baby, you're going right into a selfish space.
Our baby.
You're taking
Never said my baby.
You can't be making a decision for this nigga with y'all baby. And the universe is making you what? Come into your normal, which is legal. You have to cooperate. co-operate. You're making a decision for both of y'all. That's some airy shit. You're not coming together and saying, yo, let me communicate, let me be harm.
But I did communicate with him.
Let me be Libra.
But you're acting like you were part of our conversation, and you're telling me what I did do.
You already made the decision in your mind, no matter what I said.
And then we hold up. I'll let you finish. No, because then we talked, and then we talked after that, and you told me to come into your mind, and then you told me to wait to make a decision until we have a meeting. And I said that's okay. And then when we were at the airport, what did you do? You said, you know what? That hurts me that you would leave me without blah blah blah. So you had already made your decision, like I told you in this room. You made your decision here. So don't try to come at me and make it seem as if I'm not communicating. I'm not doing.
I seen you at the airport looking up Airbnbs like I was about to go with you somewhere.
You don't even know. I wasn't looking at Airbnb. I wasn't looking at single Airbnbs.
You had 2-person Airbnbs on there. I'm like, you tripping. Then I'm thinking about
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
I'm thinking about mine like, my family here, they was never this little to me. They never turned their back on me. But you have turned your back on me many times. So why would I trust to go with you?
Why would I? You've turned your back on me many times. You were disloyal to me.
Wow.
Let's not forget about Palenque. You just forget. You just see. You're the type of person that likes to victimize themselves. That's exactly what you do.
Okay.
You forget about everything that you've done.
I don't know what happened to Palenque.
We're not gonna talk about all.
Get him, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right now, I'm not about to do that. I'm not. Oh, okay. You want to talk about it, Nu?
Absolutely.
What about the time that I told you I didn't want to have sex and you forced me to have sex with you?
We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
What about that? What do you mean, oh damn? What? Oh damn? What?
You already saw.
Hold on. For y'all who keep saying Nubian rape Joy, are y'all not listening? She is talking to Eligio. You understand? She is talking to and confronting Eligio. Meaning he will force them if they don't want to, be it they have a husband or not. Let's rewind it. Make sure I rewind it.
I'm just saying, stop. That was you being dishonorable. You talking about me turning my back on?
Hold on. Y'all got the game fucked up.
No, I'm not about to do that. I'm not. Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about it, Nu?
Absolutely.
What about the time that I told you I didn't want to have sex and you forced me to have sex with you?
We talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
What about that? What do you mean, oh damn? What? Oh damn? What?
Okay, she said you want to talk about it new. I didn't even know he was in the room.
Solve that.
I'm just saying, stop. That was you being dishonorable. You talking about me turning my back on you? No. How did you write your wrongs, Nu? How did you write? You were never patient, even like. Listen, I'm not
So yeah, she's talking to Nubian. My bad.
about to play.
That you were trying to bring that up when you.
I said I didn't want to talk about it because either way, listen, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do this.
You're right, you're not. But listen, we had talked about that. We talked about that, and you literally was like,
And even though she's recording, I can imagine how it's hard for her to want to talk about it because it's traumatizing for her. And the only thing they're going to do is what they continue to do is downplay it. Nobody in that room cares about her experience and what it's done to her. Right? So why deal with it now? Why talk with them about it? They're only going to say insensitive things and it's going to trigger her more. And she doesn't want to be weakened right now. She wants to keep her strength up so she can continue to fight and leave. I wouldn't want to talk about it with them either.
And we came to an understanding here, bro. We moved past that. And you hold me to that. I'm holding you to things that you never righted. You feel what I'm saying? You did certain things and you never righted your wrongs. Because you kept going back to the same thing. You never committed. So it's different. Just like when listen, this world is a simulation. She doesn't realize that this is a simulation. It doesn't matter where she go, there you are. You're going to recreate the same circumstance, and you have to do it anyway. So it doesn't matter where you go. Wherever you go, there you are. All I'm doing as your higher self is trying to make you think out this shit. In the long run, you did this over and over.
Right.
You did this over and over and over. Again, before you make this irrational decision, utilize your environment and come to a sound reason before you do it. Last time you came to communicate with me, guess what happened? You got back on track. And you were like, oh, okay, because through communication in the universe, you can't when you're headstrong. You can't when you already think you're right. You can't. You're not smarter than Chief. You're not smarter than me. You found me because I'm smarter than you. You can say we docile, but we're very intelligent. That's one thing about it. And we're going to find holes in everything you're saying.
Okay.
And I think
so. No, that's not what I think at all. I already gave you my reasons. For me, I don't care to argue. I don't care. I was planning on having a meeting with everybody before. It wasn't like I was just going to dip out. No, I wanted to have a meeting. I wanted to talk again. What I'm telling you, I don't care for is to have. I'm having a conversation with you just to let you know how I feel. I'm not looking to have a challenge. I'm not fighting anymore. I don't want to fight. I don't need an argument.
No, that's fine.
I don't need you to pick out holes. I'm not looking for that at all. The meeting was to just tell you how I feel, and that is what it is. And then we go our separate ways. It's as simple as that.
So it's one-way conversation.
I mean, no, y'all can respond back and tell me how you feel. But I'm saying I don't want an argument.
Relax. I feel like at one point in time, I felt just how you felt. And there was a lot of reasons why I left in the first place. Like, I felt like y'all not being real. My mistake in leaving, just because I felt like other people wasn't being real, was the fact that I knew I was being real and I let them move me out of my space. I let them take me off the righteous path. It doesn't matter about what other people are doing. It matters.
I hope they take that baby from Velvet. I hope they do. I really do.
About what you are doing. Because when you keep keeping it real, everybody else has to conform to that, not the other way around.
You make it environment wherever you go. Because people don't damn sure fake where you go.
Exactly.
So everywhere you go, people gonna be fake. That's just how people are. Some people are just scared. Just like you right here right now, what you doing right now is fake as fuck. But some people are just scared. Everybody not just gonna say what they feel. People are introverted. They're like, people are happening here.
I don't understand that.
I'm happening out. Like, I'm one of the only people in this environment that happen out. I happen out.
So I understand that everybody isn't going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody isn't. And I understand. But I want you to. Those were his words, not mine. So.
That's exactly what you said.
I did say docile. You're right. I did.
When you say docile,
just like how you can step to another man and then him be docile in that moment and not say anything back and just take it.
Wait, you said military.
Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's like if it's a differing opinion, you will step to somebody.
No, but I'm saying in the military, you are not allowed to step to your commander and do that shit. When your commander tells you something, not even in a job, when your commander tells you something, there's always rules. There goes authority again. You have a problem with authority. This is based on authority. They understand authority because it's bigger than what we have here right now. So what we're building is an infrastructure that's bigger than what is appearing right now. And everyone has that vision in their mind, but you have a problem with authority.
I know what my issues are.
No, you just said.
I said I know what they are. I never denied it.
No, what I'm saying to you is that's based in authority. Because one day you're going to have your own tribe and you're going to have to run into certain.
I don't want this.
No, when you said, if I was a part of fraternity, in a fraternity, there are big brothers. The big brothers talk to you in a certain way. Period. When you go to any kind of organization, with this organization, there will be a head of command, and that command will talk to you in a certain kind of way because you can't. You can come later and you can hold a meeting later and be like, I felt like this was that, and guess what? We do that here too. If you feel that your commander said something wrong and handled things wrong, you're supposed to bring a meeting up and we have a court and we sit and make a decision like that. We are organized. We are organization. Any type of family, any type of organization has to be passed.
Okay, well, you don't have to defend yourself on why you do what you do. That's okay.
I'm taking a statement that was brought up, and you said that these men here are like we're supposed to just do whatever. We're not supposed to have no order.
No, there should always be order. There should always be order.
Okay, so that's the order of this. I'm the commander in chief. Period. When I say something, it's to be done. If you have a problem with it, we hold a meeting.
I understand that.
So how are people docile because they have a certain amount of respect for me that I hurt from them?
Okay. They're not docile.
If a person feels like, man, that's wrong, then they should be able to step up. Now, this is what we're doing. We're building an infrastructure for something that's going to be way bigger than it feels to be right now. And if we don't have this infrastructure set, I told you, what we're doing right now is to build excellence. There's no excellence without militants. You have to have that militants there. You cannot be, you're saying that they're docile. I said that they understand chain of command. They understand the chain of command. They have respect for authority. Period. Just don't overstep their boundaries on authority. Now, I open completely. If you have something to say that I'm wrong, I've been admitting I'm wrong for the past 3 days. No one spoke up about it, and the people that did spoke up about it, it was like, okay, cool, whatever. We figured out we're wrong. We still got the right remedy, and we're moving forward on that.
Right. That's my
point blank. Period. We're growing.
Why move backwards?
We're not being stagnant in it. So my thing is, anybody here is always encouraged to have the 3 C's that means communicate, bring up a meeting. We are business. So if you have a problem with anything that's going on here, bring up a meeting. Let's argue. I can guarantee when you go back to your family, there won't be that kind of structure there. I can guarantee you there's not going to be, let's argue. Let's sit down and communicate. Come to a remedy. You
don't know my family.
This is your family. Your family is right here. That's not your family. He is your family. We are your family. We are your growth. We are your soul family. We are where you're supposed to be at. That's behind you. I'm telling you that here is your family. This is your husband, and that is your daughter.
We're not on the same page.
This is your family. I'm trying to tell you something. Now listen to me. You're breaking your family. You have your own family. They have their own life. You have your own life. This is your family right here, your tribe right here. You're leaving it to break the family, to create a generational curse on this little girl right here. Period. What you're doing is deplorable. It's crazy. I cannot believe you don't see that. You see everything else. You see everything else but that little girl's life and what you're doing to her. You see
that's what kept me here so long. I actually.
You will never find a man like that. You will never find a man like the one you had that was perfect for you.
Okay.
Perfect for you. You're not even equating the fact that you're in love with him.
I have equated it. That's what kept me here. So I've said this already. This is what kept me here for so long. I've already said this. I went over this many times. I don't want to make the wrong decision. I feel like making the right decision is to go.
Right.
And I'm not.
I'm telling you, you're not equating because you said you're smart.
Yeah.
You're smarter than everyone here. Obviously, that's why you're making this move. If you're so smart, how come you didn't equate your daughter? How come you didn't equate the fact that you're in love with this man?
I did.
You're gonna miss the shit out of him.
I did.
Yeah, it
was gonna hurt.
The knowledge doesn't mean nothing to y'all when y'all emotional. Let me tell you something. What you're not equating in the equation of your mathematical equation that makes you do what you're doing is that you're gonna miss Newbie.
I did.
No, you did.
I did. Did you forget I left already?
No, you don't realize it's deeper now. It's deeper now.
Yeah.
It's deeper now. You have a child with this man.
Yeah, I had a child when I left the first time. I'm not
overestimating the fact that this is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. He's not going to come to your life. He's not going to come there.
Oh, and I understand that.
Right. And so what you're not doing is you're not realizing that you can't live without your soul. This is your soul. This is your life right here. You're not equating that. You're thinking,
No, I definitely understand that.
you're gonna leave.
Dang, yes, I definitely understand.
You're not equating Nubia's life.
I am.
You're really not. Where are you gonna raise her?
Where I choose to
In an
raise her.
environment with who?
With who I choose to raise her with. Around.
You're not thinking clear, and that's why we're here. This environment that you don't use, these docile people that you don't use have a lot of intelligence in them,
Chief,
but you just don't use it.
Chief, I don't want to argue. I'm sorry, we're not even arguing.
It's not an argument.
It's not even an argument. I don't want to do this.
It's literally helping you think in a moment.
I've already thought, that's what I'm saying. I've already thought this through.
You couldn't have thought it through.
But I did. Dang, yes, I did.
No, I said you couldn't have thought it through.
Okay.
And this is the universe trying to make you process thinking it through. Because you didn't think it through.
I did think it through. What the heck?
You're smarter than me.
I never said I was smarter than you.
You're not smarter than me.
Did I say I was smarter than you?
No, yes, your actions are saying it.
Okay.
Your actions are saying that you...
Listen, Chief, I don't want to do this.
Bro.
Look, and it always comes down to...
See what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
That's what it is.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Ben.
Listen, what is this conversation supposed to do?
See, now you're getting upset.
Because
I'm right.
No, not because you're right. No, you're not right.
Number one.
You're not right.
Separation is an illusion. There is no separation.
Yeah, I'm about to light some sage. This right here, this is how they keep them there. You know, you can't imagine how many times someone in that tribe, mainly the women, be wanting to leave, and he puts them through this to try to convince them to stay. This is just mental and emotional torture and harassment. And, you know, they have to go through this all the time. All the time. And she is literally constantly telling this dude she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to go through it. She doesn't want to argue. She just want to leave. She got her mind made up. And he is still.
Number one. Number two, either you're my higher self or I'm yours. You couldn't be my higher self because you would trump what I'm saying.
My higher self is in
no, the higher self is
there's no.
You have a higher consciousness and a higher awareness of something. You should be able to articulate it and bring it forth. That's all I'm saying.
So how about you articulate my thoughts and, you know, do what you do with Nana. I don't want to be here.
What are you talking about?
You know how you helped her articulate her thoughts? How about you do that? Let's do that. I don't want to be here.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for you. I'll do that. I can do that for you.
Okay.
Because I'm your higher self.
No.
Yes,
you're not.
Here's your thoughts. Your thoughts is I'm already right about a lot of things that I'm saying, and I don't need this. I can go back to my family. I was already going to live like this anyway in Alaska. I was already going to do this already in Alaska.
I did not want to live in Alaska, but that was...
saying you was already going to be doing out in nature and hunting and all of that stuff. You was already going to be doing it. Right, so I was right about that. And so I'm already ready to be here. I'm going to go be back.
No, you're not articulating my mind right now.
Really?
Dang, no, you're not articulating my mind.
I was articulating. I was articulating your mind, which is docile.
Okay.
And it needs some omega-3s. I'm just letting you know because your brain is not...
I eat the chia seeds.
Huh?
I eat the chia seeds. I get omega fatty acids.
Okay, so therefore your decision making should be so wise that when you should be so wise that guess what? That when you speak, we should be fluent. We so docile. That means when you speak on why you're making your decision, we should be like, well, we should transition everyone here because it's a higher knowledge.
Okay.
And there's no reasoning yet.
Listen,
You're giving no
listen.
reason. You're giving no...
I gave you my reason. I told you that I don't want to be... No, you gave that reason.
No, you said that. You said that everybody here is docile. And they don't speak their minds.
And I said I understand that they don't speak their minds. A lot of the times, no.
How can you say with other people?
No, do you think everybody speaks their mind here? Yes or no?
Do you think
listen. Do you think everybody speaks their mind? Yes or no?
I think that people do.
Okay.
You know,
You're lying.
People
It's okay.
always hold on. Stop.
Go ahead.
Don't talk to me.
You're lying.
Don't talk to me.
We have these
I
conversations.
said that. I said that at times I feel like I did.
It's okay. It's
I
okay.
did, but
You should. You're being
I'm
recorded.
talking.
Being recorded.
I'm talking. That's why I said you can't tell her stuff like that because she don't know how. You can't even control yourself. She doesn't, and she's so cocky.
So I just want to take some time and plug this sea moss, okay? Because this flu done turned to cold, but this sea moss has got me draining, okay? It's bringing it all out, and I'm actually literally about to go and get some more. I have the powder, I have the herb version, and I have the frozen. My favorite is the powder. I do like the herb version too. The thick one is much stronger in flavor, and you know I usually preserve that for like thickening stuff. But that powder, whew, it's no joke. I'm about to go get a whole bunch. It's got all this coming out me, okay?
No, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stay here.
I'm starting it over, guys. So, let's go. You're not going to get permission. Period. It's literally not, you're not going to take me to court. You're not going to court.
You have to go to court tomorrow.
So,
You'll be there.
now you have to stay here. You don't have to go. Your shit not on the paper. You don't have to go nowhere. You could stay yours right here. Probably try and set me up some shit.
Why would I stay here? I told you that wouldn't be happening even if you signed the paperwork.
That's what you leave and you can't go nowhere.
Right, so that's what I'm saying.
Because then you're just going to be stuck in Panama. When I leave Panama, you stuck.
No, I'm gonna make sure I get it taken care of before you leave Panama. Listen, that's okay. Let's see. I'm figuring it out right now.
I already looked it up.
It's okay. I did too.
You smart like you found something. You can't do nothing about it. You already did the research. You can't even fill it out and go without it. Even when you go there, I have to be there personally to get the notary. So even if you were to take my passport and fill it out online, still can't get no sign up. Communication. Do you know what's going on? In terms of the reason, what's going on, why, out of nowhere?
It's not out of nowhere. I already told you that.
What's the reason? From my understanding, she herself, but what I was told was she feels like she's been right about a lot of stuff. She feels like, well, this is a few things she feels like what she says isn't heard. She feels like people here are docile and weak. What else? She said she's not heard because like no one's listening to her. Type shit, like she said certain things, she felt like nobody listens to her. She said it to me. No, she said it to me. I don't know what she said. No, she's saying that she says things to me like she has it, and I ignored her. That's what I was key. She said that she comes to me with things, and I ignored her. That's key, but maybe like she brought it up in the conversation before or something like that. Like we should change certain things, and I I've always taken suggestions. Yeah. I'm always open-minded to hearing new things and considering things. I never heard anything. We can gossip. That's me. I think people treat her and respect her. I don't think anybody, you could say people are weak or docile, you could make them stronger.
I don't want to stay here.
I never said you did. I'm not. All we asking for is reason.
I already gave a reason.
I didn't give a reason. I don't hear them speaking docile.
I don't think anybody speaks up here for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of flip-flopping. I don't like it. I don't want to be around it.
So
For me, as well, I don't feel like this is my soul family. I don't want to be here.
Okay, that's fine.
That's it.
That makes sense. What I'm saying is, if that's what you feel, then tell people about themselves before you just bounce. Because these people...
That was the plan.
And what I'm saying is that you have a meeting and say...
That was the plan.
What I'm saying is this. Okay, if I'm a part of a group, right, and I'm in a group, and one day I'm saying we're cool. We're cool. But I'm not really feeling that we're cool. And I don't bring a meeting and be like, yo, everybody right here being phony. I don't feel like you being real. And give them the opportunity to show different. To give them the opportunity to say, yo, y'all being phony. Y'all don't see how y'all really feel. But y'all always open that up. People to be real. But if they're not being real, how's that on me? Like for yourself, you didn't keep it real. And this is keeping it real. You don't feel like you being is just so big. You don't feel like there's potential to grow here, and people are growing, and things may not be where they're supposed to be at right now, but they're growing.
Yeah, I noticed that they're growing. I don't want to be here though. I don't feel like this is for me. It's as simple as that.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm asking you for reason. That's all I'm asking you is for reason. As the universe, I'm asking you for sound. Sound.
I gave you my reasons.
No sound.
Listen, you can go back and forth with me on my reasons, but that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I'm gonna do.
I'm saying that you right now are making a great mistake. You're being super cocky.
I'm not being cocky at all.
No, for real. This is what I'm saying to you. You're making a grave mistake right now. That's going to bite you in the ass in the long run. And something in you knows that. All I'm trying to show you is for yourself. I don't want to do it. I want to show you for yourself before you do it. Is if you follow the regimen as I gave it to you, then you're going to see, and you don't want to do this because you know you don't want to be convinced that you're going to make a wrong decision. You want to make an irrational decision real quick with your own mind instead of it being challenged by people that can challenge you. There's no one over there that you're talking to that can challenge your mind. Everyone here can challenge your mind. You don't want it to be challenged because you don't want to see holes in the...
I didn't want it to be challenged, and I wouldn't speak up about how I feel.
No, what I'm saying to you is that you don't want it... See, people here can challenge your mind. No one else over there where you're going can challenge your mind. We here can challenge your mind. I think it's cowardice for you to make a move.
Powering off.
Oh, shit. Y'all.
I feel like there was a difference in the way he was talking after she said, you're being recorded.
Stool, your foot on your neck. You're on my footstool. It's funny you call yourself Foot on Neck Squad. This neck is made for Chief to put his foot on. A squad of people that he will put his foot on and level up. Off. Every time you call the police, I will be exonerated. You said I had HIV. I will be exonerated. You failed. Everything you've put out on me, you will fail. Stool your foot on your neck.
I be dying at the comments. They be trolling the mess out of him.
He moves in a subtle, feminine way, and he's gonna make himself look like
Y'all call me the manipulator. Like y'all call me the manipulator.
you just being all the way honest
Yeah,
and
like
real.
my whole shit is.
He knew what the fuck was going on.
And he told me that. Like he told me.
He know, he's smart. He know exactly what's going on, but the way he's playing it is playing a subtle, feminine, meek role.
And
it's
he knows that.
making, I'm sorry for him.
He knows that people are gonna support him.
Well, let them niggas fuck with him.
And that's a fact.
That's fine. That's totally fine. I just think that.
Well, let them fuck with him. I'm thankful. Let them fuck with him and see what they get. So there it is. They'll see for themselves, and maybe they deserve them. It is what it is. You always want to separate the real from the real and the fake from the fake. So it is what it is.
Another thing, the reason why me and Omek wasn't really working out was because of the Moorish thing, and it was certain times where I would, like, Chief would come on my mouth, like not Chief like Chief, but actually like the things that Chief teaches us and stuff, and it would like come out. Like for instance, like one morning, when rising, I woke up or whatever, and I was like dealing with Ellie. I was taking care of her and stuff, and I'm like, "Welcome back, Ellie." Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he looked to the side and he was like, "You sure you don't want to go back?" Like, you know, some shit. And I was like, we got into it. And I was like, fuck you. I was like, take me back to Florida. Like, I was going to make him drive all 5 hours to bring me all the way back to Florida. Because, like, who are you? I felt in that moment, who are you to tell me how to express myself with my daughter? Like, I don't give a fuck what I've been through in life. I don't give a fuck where I came from or what you've been through. I'm going to express myself how I want to with my daughter. I'm going to teach her what I want her to know. I don't give a fuck what you think. Or
That's a fact, because you have, exactly.
So he felt some type of way. He wound up crying, talking me out of it, whatever. I said, like, if you don't fucking drive me 5 hours, I'm gonna buy myself a bus ticket. I don't give a fuck. So eventually everything calmed down or whatever, and we talked about it. And I guess he wanted to be with me, so he basically kissed my ass in the process.
But you're upset with Omek right now because how he put your business out.
How he dealt with it.
You would have never even went here.
I wouldn't have never went here if he would have never put my business out online. That wasn't
right. That wasn't his fucking business for him to talk about your shit.
Exactly. And how he dealt with it.
Right, because me and you, we was getting back together slowly but surely, but then his messages start coming out. I'm like, who the fuck is he to tell her business?
Exactly.
When y'all had access to each other, he could text you.
Exactly.
When you were talking to each other, so he put the business out there. So this is why you're doing what we're doing right now.
And that was the weird part, because we had a mutual understanding. It wasn't like I just completely throw him off the end of the earth and was like, fuck you.
Right.
Nah, I literally closed that shit like how I was supposed to, maturely. And he understood.
And he went and talked about
went back and
telling your test results and shit.
That was
who the fuck is you to tell her test results?
That wasn't your place at all.
Anyway.
Who the fuck was you to tell her?
He didn't tell
her she's going back to Natureboy.
He didn't tell no test results because she ain't had none.
3 years to make Ellie out. 3 years. So of course I missed the idea. I put in a lot of work. I gave him a lot of knowledge. I'm a female. I gave him a lot of knowledge on makeup. I put in a lot of work. But it was bad investment, obviously. So she don't come back to me anyway. She do face. That's what she do.
Situations that I have been played with. Sure, I've been married 3 times.
He said, I'm sorry, Madiba talked too damn much in this interview. You trying to build a relationship and shit. Oh my goodness. This was the most pathetic interview ever. I could barely watch. Madiba gets no respect at this point. She was sucking Natureboy's and eating Velvet's the whole time, shaking my head. The whole thing was so biased to Carbonnation. What I found out about this interview is that Velvet is more of a demon than Natureboy. You reap what you sow. They both definitely will. From here on out, shame on whoever supports this demon tribe. Ugh, it was terrible. Exactly. Interview with some trash. So looks like somebody said they sent Bishop back to the U.S. Looks like a news media. It says the order is executed after the retention of 3 of the main leaders of Carbonnation Group, including Eligio Lee Bishop, its main leader, who were located in the San Carlos area of Panama Este, through a follow-up operation of the staff of the National Migration Service, the Migration Task Force, and the National Police. Bishop and 2 others of the 17 members of the Carbonnation cult were sent to their country of origin, the United States, for being considered a risk and threat to national security. Bishop was given a biometric test at the time of his retention, verifying that he is the citizen of whom and that's it. And here it is. Bishop and 2 others of the 17 members of the Carbonnation cult were sent to their country of origin, the United States, for being considered a risk and threat to national security. The order is executed after the retention of 3 of the main leaders of the Carbonnation group, including Eligio Lee Bishop, 2 others, same. Eligio Lee Bishop has already been expelled along with this group from Costa Rica and Nicaragua. In the operation, several people were retained, including men and women, and other members linked to said group. Meanwhile, the exit of the country of the other members of the group is coordinated and analyzed.
Especially people with children, like, people got children, man. Bless you, baby. And like, you can't really get involved, or you shouldn't really get involved when it's like a relationship dynamic. You know what I mean? Because we see what happened, like, people get back together. Then here you go looking crazy because you was the one on the outside, like, he ain't shit. And then she get right back with the ball. So, like, personal relationship stuff, I don't get involved in that, man. But, it's difficult to say, like, what's going on, because once the authorities get it,
Yeah, I don't know who this is. Okay. Chief Eligio Bishop, USA. Eliana Velvet Marquez, USA. Aya Portia Wade, USA. Pluto Kayla Buckner, USA. Ra Regina Mergen, the Netherlands. Sheba Kendra Carter, USA. True Aaron Dixon, USA. Pice Armin Palmer, USA. Caliber Ishmael Goodwire, USA. Nubian Dalen Armistead, USA. Solar Courtney Townsend, USA. Tron Logan Leathers, USA. Sound like an X-Men. Loyal Amarillo Jawed, Canada. Malia Tanisha DeLay, USA. And Aguave Mark Tony, USA. And that's the one that had just left his wife and children to go be with Regina Mergen. So yeah, you going back to what now? And I didn't see Zoka, so they said another one that's posted with Zoka's name on it. Well, that's it for now, y'all. Like, share, subs. See ya.